Shalom. We back with another lesson. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechahakwadash, to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to give double honor. Shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the hopeful elect. Shalom. All right, we're here with a lesson. I had a scripture I wanted to bring out last night at camp. Didn't get able to. But I remember watching one of the elders said, just because you can't bring a scripture out at camp, don't mean you can't do a little quick lesson on it yourself. So last night we was talking about how the heathens, along with Esau, Edom, are gonna have to taste the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, and they're gonna have to taste of that cup of captivity themselves, because all the things that they done against us by helping Esau, Edom, take us, strip us of our name, of our heritage, and further the affliction and worsen the state that Israel is in now. So I wanted to start off with this Jeremiah 25 and at 14. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to their works of their own hands. See, this is the Lord letting those nations know everything that you've done to my people, I will bring that back upon your own head. So that slavery we went into, that harsh slavery we was in, not just under Esau Edom, but under all these nations, they too are gonna have to go through it, because it's the will of Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai that they suffer for all the things that they did to us. Verse 15. For thus says Yahweh power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all nations to whom I send thee to drink it. See? The Lord told Jeremiah, hey, take this cup and pass it around to all nations. Make sure everyone drink of it, because everyone will taste of the fury of the Lord, including us. Why? Because we're the Lord's people, and we allowed those nations to persuade us to follow their gods and their ways, knowing we already had our own power, which is Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. We had already had our own ways, our own laws and statutes and commandments that we should have been following. But you know how stiff-necked and hard-headed and rebellious Jake is. Jake didn't want to do it. So that's why the first one in this list that made the drink are the children of Israel. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad, because the sword that I send among them. And we know that sword is gonna be Yahweh Shai. Then I took the cup at Yahweh's hand and made all the nations drink, unto whom Yahweh had sent me. See, verse 18. Jeremiah 25 and 18. To wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and a curse, as it is this day. And like the scripture just ended, to this day we still all those things to the other nations, until Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai come and rescue us. But like I said, because we went off, because we're the Lord people, we had to be the first one to taste of his fury and go into these captivity under these different nations, which it tells you here in Amos 3, verses 1 and 2. Hear this word that Yahweh spake against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families. See, of all the nations that he created, the nation of Israel is the only one he known who he dealt with of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities. And that's why we were the first ones to get that cup of the Lord's wrath, of his fury, because we should know better. The Lord gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments, but yet did we follow them? No. We followed after other gods. We followed the other nation practices when the Lord told us, don't follow the ways of the heathen. Our people continue to do it. So We had to be the first ones to taste of that cup. When the Lord said we shouldn't even have to taste of it. If we'd have been doing like we're supposed to, we would never supposed to do it. But yet, here we are. Okay. 19. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of Philistine, and Ashkelon, and Azahah, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, and Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and all the kings of the isle which are beyond the sea, the Dan, Timmer, and Buzz, and all that are in the uttermost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert. See, Yahweh Shem Hawashai isn't forgetting. We went under captivity under all these people, and they will all have to pay. All of these different nations that you see on this planet now that had Israel in subjection, in slavery, in bondage, hey, you're going to have to pay for this, man. This is the Lord said, you're going to drink of his fury. You're going to go into captivity up under him. Why? Because you put your hands on the apple of his eye. Like I said, you further our affliction by not telling us who we truly are. And y'all know. Y'all try to play stupid, but y'all know. Laugh at us when we walk in. Because over there in the Middle East and these other countries that's over there, they remember the children of Israel as they were. They remember getting ruled over by King Solomon, by King David. So they know who we truly are. So now they sit back, laugh, make money off us, make us look even worse than what we already is. I mean, shit, we just got through having a trial where Moab shot a young Jake down in the back and got off for it. So they helping Esau Edom further that so-called white supremacy by bringing hell upon Jake. And the Lord ain't forget that. And this scripture came out last night, but I'm going to bring it out again. This is Zechariah 1:15. And I was sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. See, y'all at ease about what y'all done and the hand that y'all had in our affliction. But guess what? Yahweh Shem Hawashai never forget. That's why y'all going to have to drink of that cup of his fury too. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward their affliction. Yeah, the Lord was just a little displeased at us. I mean, he wasn't sending us to our destruction. He was punishing us, trying to get us right. Trying to show us that, hey, I'm your power, and anything you need, I have it. Stop running to these other false gods. Stop running to these other nations, because all they're going to do is just do you dirty. And here in this last captivity in Babylon, those are the elect. We see what he was talking about. That these people was no good for us. That we should have never been trying to be friends with those things we supposed to have been ruling over. So they furthered the affliction which we was under. Matter of fact, let's get that word affliction. Because Jake has no rest here or in any country that he's been in. Over here in Babylon, they try to pull that equal rights bullshit. So a lot of Jakes feel it's hard for them to push that white supremacy as they used to. But you go to the other nations like China and Japan, they'll just flat out tell you, hey, they don't want no niggas over there. They'll flat out tell you they don't want no Chinese or I mean slacking. No Indians or whatever, man. They know who the children of Israel is. And they know our the names that we were given over here. And they're gonna be just as racist as they wanna be in their own country, because they didn't pull that bullshit like Babylon did where you have equal rights. Nah, they kept their hatred. then come over here and they continue to able to execute it most of the time without even proper judgment being placed upon them. All right, affliction, strong H, 7451. Ra, bad, evil, bad, disagreeable, malignant, bad, unpleasant, evil, giving pain, unhappiness, and misery. And that's what y'all did, man. Y'all furthered that affliction. Y'all furthered that pain. Y'all furthered that unhappiness. Y'all furthered that unpleasantness. Y'all furthered our misery, man. And the Lord ain't forget about that, man. And y'all got to pay for that. That's why he told Jeremiah to go to every nation and give them that cup. Because we was in captivity under every nation. Let's see. Verse 26. And all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the kings of Shalak shall drink after them. See, so there's no nation that's going to be spared, man. All of you will go into captivity. And it's going to be a very harsh captivity, man. As the Lord said, we're going to rule you with a rod of iron. For 1,000 years, y'all going to get beat down. That the brothers we brought out last night in Revelation 20. After that 1,000 years of captivity, you'll be let free. But within that 1,000 years, man, y'all got to serve a very harsh captivity for all the things that y'all done to us. For furthering that affliction that Esau, Edom put upon us. All right, therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus says Yahweh power, the host, the power of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spear and fall and rise no more, because the sword which I was sending among you, which is Yahweh and the angels, man. That time is coming, and it's coming quickly for you, nation. And for Babylon the Great and the false nation of Israel, the Lord not only going to send the chariots, but he also going to send thermonuclear fire your way. He's going to burn he's going to make sure that great whore of Babylon be burnt to a crisp. So you're going to get two swords. Verse 28, and I'm going to end it here. Just so those who think, well, we didn't really do too much, it don't matter. The Lord said you still going to drink. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thy hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus says Yahweh of hosts, you shall certainly drink. So that goes for everybody. If you're not of the children of Israel, you're going into slavery, man. According to Isaiah 14, verse 3. You're going into captivity. You're going to be servants and handmaid. We're going to do to you all the things you done to us that doesn't go against our laws and statutes and commandment. I'm talking to you, Esau, Edom, buck breaking and making us have sex with our mothers and all other kind of things. We're not going to do that to you. But the whipping, the skinning, the making leather, shoes, making wallets, hey, we're going to do all that to you plus more. Because not only going to be us, but we're going to have the fury of Yahweh Ba'ashem and Hawashai upon us. As it says in Isaiah 35. What's that? I think that was Isaiah 25. Now I got to get it. No, should be Ezekiel 25. Salakia. I don't need it in that. KJV. Should be back up this way. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Ezekiel 25 and verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do unto Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance. My vengeance, says Yahweh power. See, we're going to do that to you, Esau, Edom, but guess what? Also to you other nations, because the Lord hasn't forgot what you did. He hasn't forgot your hand that you played in this. So just remember, be ready for captivity. Be ready to serve hard bondage. Because either way, whether you want to or not, thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the God of Israel, the God of the Bible, you will surely drink of that cup. But that's all I had to say on that. I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Shalom.